Not business as usual, playing by principles. Well, let's get some perspective from one who should know. He joins us from Abuja, Chike Okogwu. He is the ADC National Leader for Persons with Disabilities. Thank you for joining us tonight. This looks to be a milestone for the ADC. But beyond the optics and the very great comments, what's really in it after unveiling a national headquarters?
What is in it after unveiling? The real work begins. It was renewed hope. Now we have the real hope. Nigerians, you can tell, 10 years ago, how much was your dollar? If you had a dollar, you could exchange it for 150 naira. Today, if you have a dollar, it's 1,500 naira. 10 times the valuation of the naira. Should we fold our hands and watch? No. I used to buy petrol to charge my wheelchair and all those. For how much per liter back then? It was 91 naira per liter.
So you're heading to the fact that ADC is here to change all of that, right? But before you do, there are...
Business unusual.
Okay. We know that prior to this announcement, I mean, it's a significant milestone, but a lot of persons were expecting people like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. Specifically, I think your party addressed the concerns about the fact that the premises that is being used as your national headquarters used to be Atiku's presidential campaign office. Are you satisfied with the explanation being given? Do you think that people are happy with that explanation and the citing of your office?
First and foremost, we are building a party. We are not building individuals. The time for heroism is gone. This is the time for people to come in a collective manner to work hard and produce the real governance that Nigeria desires and deserves. It's not about former Vice President Atiku. It's not about Peter Obi. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. And now let me tell you, I know for a fact that several buildings in this Abuja were paid for. And the buildings were, when we finish paying, going through all the legal whatever that we need to go through, this current party administration, party administration, they will go behind and harass the landlords and all that. One of the things they told us was that we couldn't brand the buildings. How do you have a political party without branding? It cannot happen. So the former Vice President Atiku, in his own magnanimity, said, use my own campaign office. It is there, it's an edifice there for you. So Atiku does not own the party. The party owns Atiku. And here we're talking about power with, not power for or power under. We're having a collective power sharing. So, of course, former presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, Mr. Rotimi Amechi was there today. You saw him in the clip there. Other notable Nigerians were there. Hajiya Najatu Mohammed was there. We can go former Edo State.
But isn't it curious that some of these people, in July it was a coalition. Now it's a party, and it's still a coalition. But you're expecting that some of these members who have joined the coalition will resign formally from their parties and join yours.
Many of them are.
Why do you think, if they're so committed to the ADC, that they are dragging their foot? They are yet to formally declare for the ADC.
No, hold on. Nobody's dragging their foot. When the coalition happened in July, parties had started campaigning for elections. We had a number of elections. We had the senatorial seats elections and in Anambra and some other states. So the old ADC had fielded candidates in those elections. And as a coalition, of course, you know how it is. We were still learning how to understand and manage each other. Names had been fielded, and of course, certain interests and sentiments were there. Now we're preparing for Osun election. Now we're preparing for Ekiti election. Now you will see the real ADC. And hold on, when you come into a game, or like they say in Africa, when a chicken or a bird or whatever, a chicken particularly enters a new arena, it first stands on one foot. So that was what was happening. But I tell you, all the names and people behind the coalition, I mean, what are you talking about? The National Organizing Secretary of ADC today is Barrister Chinedu Idigo from Mr. Peter Obi's end.
I still have so many questions for you, but I'm told we're time constrained. But there's one important question I must ask. Are you satisfied with the level of participation of persons with disabilities in elections and governance in Nigeria? This is not about ADC now. And what would you like to see changed in the coming elections? As quickly as you can, please.
Remove all barriers, and that is what ADC has done. ADC did that with that building today. ADC is doing that today with technology. We're removing all barriers. That's why somebody like me on a wheelchair, spinal cord injury, can sit comfortably here and talk to Nigerians. So ADC, this is a new mantra. This is a new beginning. This is a new deal for Nigerians. Inclusion, inclusion, inclusion. And
all right, Chike. I look forward to speaking with you another time. Thank you for obliging us tonight.